So I have here a photograph. I am in the develop mode, and I have just selected the panel that says masking. So that is the 5th option in the different tools we have over here on the right. Now there are several presets. You can see there are landscape, objects, brush, linear gradient, radial gradient, and range. It has already recognized that this is a person, using its own sort of system and artificial intelligence to sort of figure out what is in the scene. But I'm going to use some of these masks to sort of select a more specific range. So you can see I have different mask options here, or presets. If I click on subject, it will automatically select what it thinks is the subject in this image. In this case, it is the person over here. You can see here we've got mask 1. If I click on that, there is subject. So it's using subject as the for the mask. If I want to add more objects to this, I can click add, and I can select additional subjects. Right, it selected the same person, so that's not really useful. But if I wanted to add a different person, I could add, and I could select something like brush or select objects. So select objects, unlike select subject, which is an automated process, I actually sort of highlight the area that I want my object to be, and sort of the program will sort of try and identify which what I'm trying to select. So it's sort of clean up the lines over here. Obviously it's not as crude as my brush, but it has sort of gone around the edges of where the person was. Now all of these is part of mask 1. Now what does mask 1 mean? It means basically that I can adjust all the sliders, so the same sliders I would have in my edit panel, but it only affects the things in the mask. So let's say I want to change the tone of it, I want to change the exposure, I want to make it a bit brighter maybe. And if I increase the slider, it only affects those people who are in or part of the mask. So I'm changing the contrast. You can see that the background doesn't change at all. So this is the power of mask. If I want to create a new mask, I just click create new mask. Let's say I want to select the background. I click on select background. It has automatically pre-selected this region other than the lady here. Now if I want this to be part of it, I can just subtract. So same thing as before, subtract, select objects, and it will subtract from this mask or selection whatever I just brushed over. Now you can see it sort of made a mistake there, so I could just delete this, add a new selection for object, and so try to paint that over again. So it won't apply to these areas. Now with my mask selected again, maybe I want to make it more blurred out. So I could go to my, where are we? Mask 2, yep. I could go to my clarity and sort of make it even blurrier by reducing the amount of clarity, and maybe also reducing the amount of texture we have. Like so. Right, this obviously looks very unnatural, but this is just mainly to show you how we can use masking to select different objects and create different layered effects.